Sometimes it seems impossible to not perceive other people as threats or to turn the other cheek, so to speak. Especially when somebody is literally trying to attack you or do something to hurt you, you know? It is still your job to not perceive them as a threat. It is still your job to forgive, right? And this is for you in your wholeness. It seems kind of impossible to see past the person's actions, but it's possible. And the trick is to remember who you are and to remember who they are, right? You are both equal in the fact that you are children of God, right? Your spirit, who you truly are, cannot be threatened and cannot be attacked, right? So in your wholeness, in your fullness, there is no need for you to attack either, right? There's no need for you to retaliate because you know who you truly are. And in that sense, you know who the other person truly is too, right? They're also a child of God, whether what they're doing or not. You know what I'm saying? They cannot attack you, right? The attack that they're doing towards you, and it feels like it's being done towards you, is they are attacking themselves because you have no input in what they're going through, right? Your job is to take yourself out of that conflict. Your job is to take yourself out of what is going on in their mind. You know what I'm saying? Because it's them dealing with themselves. It's not about you, even though it feels like it's about you, even though you feel like you're in the midst of whatever conflict this person has against you. This is definitely a hard lesson because as you continue to grow in yourself, people will definitely be against you, right? Energies will definitely be against you, way more so than when you were when you were in a state of unawareness. You know what I'm saying? The fact that you're aware, the fact that you feel whole in yourself, is going to not only press people's buttons, but that you're going to get that opposing energy, right? So it's your job to deflect that opposing energy. Like it's not yours. You know what I'm saying? It's your job to discern between what is yours and what is not yours. You know what I'm saying? It's your job to rise above, to see beyond whatever is going on in 3D to maintain your peace. This does not mean you have to like the person. This does not mean to falsely, like, you know, be like, this person is my friend, because they're clearly not your friend, but they're not your enemy. You know what I'm saying? They're another child of God. It's to see them as they truly are. But you don't got to be buddy with them. You know what I'm saying? It's about having no investment in the conflict, you know? So when you talk about karma, it's energy going out and energy coming back to you, right? You're going to receive the energy you put out. If you do not attach yourself to people's conflict, if you're having beef with the person, it's imperative that you choose to get rid of that conflict in your mind. You choose to let it not be a conflict, right? If you see somebody and you don't like the way they looking at you, don't get that thought out of your mind. You know what I'm saying? That's you making up a conflict in your mind, whether they feel a certain way or not. You're not in their head. You don't know what they're thinking, or if they are thinking something in their mind, that has nothing to do with you. You know what I'm saying? Get that thought out of your head for you. You know what I'm saying? Do not create conflict with another person in your mind, because that's where it starts. You know, that's where it truly is. It's always there. You know what I'm saying? Whether it gets fleshed out or not, the conflict is here. So don't hold on to conflict, and don't hold on to resentment either, because it's going to all affect you the same way. It's all going to have a negative effect on your life. If you reconcile in your mind, then that issue will never come to pass. The issue will be in the mind of the person, but you do not have to deal with the issue, and you do not have to deal with the consequences. You do not have to deal with the karma. There's no karma being built up if you have no investment in any conflict with another person, you know? So that's why you turn the other cheek. Is not about being weak. It's not about letting people pounce on you, right? But it's about not having an investment, not having a stance, not being a stakeholder in a conflict. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what you're choosing. You do not have to be in conflict with people. You choose not to be. It's even if they're attacking you, especially when they're attacking you. You know what I'm saying? The fact that you know that you're whole, and the fact that you know who you are in yourself means that there's no fear. If you understand that there's no threat, then there should be no fear. There's nothing to prove. There's nothing to protect. There's nothing to defend. There's nothing to retaliate against. You know what I'm saying? This person doesn't have an effect on my life. You know what I'm saying? But you have to not have conflict with the person in your mind, because everything starts here, right? Everything is here. So if it stops here, it will not be fleshed out. You know what I'm saying? Even if that person fleshes out a conflict with you, if you stop here, stop having a conflict up here, it is only them dealing with themselves. You know, so that energy that they keep putting out, and it might be psychic attacks, it might be certain things, but they're not actually attacking you. You're learning maybe some as you learn these lessons, there might be an allowance of some energy to come in and frazzle you a little bit. You know what I'm saying? It's going to have an effect on you because you're learning how to transmute that energy. You're learning how to alchemize that energy. So there's an allowance of some of that energy to come in. But after a while, and when you understand and you get the hang of it, you become a pro at transmuting energy, right? You become a pro at not having a stake in certain conflicts. You know what I'm saying? And you become a pro at maintaining your peace. You know what I'm saying? And so it's all for your benefit. God is showing you that you're stronger than you think you are. God is showing you that there's no threat. So these keep coming in as tests so that you can keep learning, how to alchemize that energy. But the tests are hard. The tests are hard because it feels like it's almost impossible to not perceive people as threats, even especially the people you don't like. Trust, okay? Trust is hard, but it's going. That's where it's going to come from. Though. It's going to come from the people that you don't like. It's going to come from the people that you don't gel with, that you don't mesh with. You know what I'm saying? It's going to come from the people that don't like you. It's going to come from what people secretly feel inside. It's going to come from that sneakiness that people have, from people's insecurities. It's going to come from all of that. It's going to come from each way. But as people throw stuff at you, you're becoming stronger, right? And you're becoming more compassionate, right? Because you realize it's their insecurity, it's their problem. You know what I'm saying? It is not your problem. And you realize that you don't have to put your energy into any of it. So the whole thing, if you keep your eyes on your growth, your personal growth, if you keep your eyes on yourself, you realize that all you're doing is learning how to maintain your peace. You're learning how to have true compassion. You're learning how to have true forgiveness, right? Because forgiving somebody means that you understand where they are, right? And there's no judgment there, right? You understand where they are. You understand that they're a child of God. You understand who they are and whose they are, right? You don't see them as the enemy. You don't see them as an evil entity. You know what I'm saying? You see beyond that, and you see where they who and what they are and where they are, right? And whether you leave them you can leave them exactly where they are. That doesn't mean you have to look. Forgiveness does not mean reconciliation, right? Forgiveness means you understand, right? And that's a form of love. You love that person. You could love that person from a distance. You know what I'm saying? But it does not always mean reconciliation. Sometimes it does, but sometimes it does not, and that is okay. That is okay, because it's you loving you and you learning to maintain your peace. And to not reconcile is okay, because some people choose to hold on to those low vibrational energies, right? And because they choose to hold on to it, you have a choice too, and you don't have to, because they choose those low vibrational energies as their entities, as their personality, then you have to leave them to deal with themselves. If you keep people with these energies attached to them, they're gonna you're gonna be in the midst of it. It's gonna be attached to you as well. So to let go is absolutely fine. You understand that they're gonna, even if they're close to you, you know what I'm saying? You understand that they'll be protected just like you're protected. You understand that they're on a journey just like you're on a journey. It's not about you being loyal to a fault where you're sitting there and hurting yourself, because that's not self-love, right? If you love yourself, you're not going to want to harm yourself. You're not going to want to harm anybody else, right? If you love yourself, you understand yourself as whole, and you understand yourself is not a threat, right? There's no need for threat. What's the purpose? What's the purpose of retaliating against that person if you know that you cannot be threatened? You know what I'm saying? What's the purpose of hurting of trying to hurt another person? There is no point in it at all, you know? And when you become that light, I mean, you are the light, but when you actually live in that, you understand that purpose more. When you practice it over and over again, you understand that more. That you are not here to be the cause of more pain. You are here to shine a light on the lies of this world. You know what I'm saying? You're here on a mission to unearth the things that have been causing us misery for so long. You know, your purpose is greater than trying to cause people pain. All we do is cause people pain. You know what I'm saying? And this is the road to love. This is the road to love. Love as we know it now, we love some people, but we don't understand love without pain. You know what I'm saying? We don't understand love without misery. And it's only because our minds are warped. It's only because our understanding of ourselves is warped. It's not a clear understanding of who we are. And who we are is love. You know what I'm saying? So when we get into acquaintance with who we are and we live through that, it's one thing to know, but it's another thing to actually practice it and live through it. You know what I'm saying? And it takes practice, because we practice living a whole different way. You know what I'm saying? So it takes practice to change your whole mindset you change your whole mindset, and then you keep practicing living that way, regardless of how the rest of the world is living. It don't matter how the rest of the world is living. You be you. You be that light. There's not a lot of lights out there. You know what I'm saying? But more people are waking up. More people are waking up. More people are waking up to be a light. And even if you're not awake, even people who are not awake, there's still lights in this world. There are still a light in this world. Not that there are not a lot of lights in this world. Not a lot of people are living through that energy. You know what I'm saying? In some ways, yes, but in most ways, no. Because we're focused on protecting ourselves. We're focused on the threats in our life. We're focused on getting retaliation. We're focused on being somebody. We're focused on not being seen as weak. We're focused on how other people see us. We're focused on trying to maintain and get money. You know what I'm saying? It's a lack mindset. We're focused on our lack mindset. And this lack, this evil, this loveless energy is monetized. Like I can't go to on a Netflix. I can't go into Netflix and find a movie that's not about murder or betrayal or heartache. These types of things, these types of false narratives are perpetuated in our lifestyle, and in our culture, and everything that we're doing and everything that we see. So it's extra hard, right? This is the road not taken, right? This is a journey upstream, So it's not straightforward. It's not in your face, and unless you focus your energy there, right? It takes effort to carve out that new path for yourself. It takes effort to start to see things differently. It takes effort to think differently and to be differently than how they want you to be. You know what I'm saying? How the powers that be want you to be, because the powers that be are gaining off of you, right? Are gaining off of your misery, are gaining off of your lack mindset, And the powers that be that's ruling this world right now are the loveless energies, those energies that are opposing to your true nature, that are opposing to love, that are in opposition to love,